Welcome back. In this lesson, we will give a brief introduction to propositional logic to help hone some intuitions about this way of reasoning. So by the end of this lecture, you should be able to describe what a logical proposition is, as well as the major logical connectives that we'll be using throughout the module. So first, a proposition is simply a statement that could be either true or false. So here are some examples. The sun is hot. The earth is made of cheese. 2 plus 2 equals 22. And the 1,000th decimal place of the digit pi is 9. So whether any of these statements is true or false, it doesn't matter. It's that they can be either true or false, one or the other. Very straightforward. That's what a proposition is. Now, if these are propositions, let's give some examples of things that are not propositions, and hence we cannot model them directly in a propositional logic. Are you bored? This is not a proposition because it's an open-ended question. So it can't be true or false because the question itself is not true or false. You can answer it. A statement such as, I am bored, or you are bored, could be true or false, but as a question, that is not a proposition. It is open-ended and it can't be defined as true or false. Please go away. This is a command, so this cannot be evaluated as true or false either. She loves me. So again, we can't evaluate this directly as true or false. X is an integer. Now this one is getting a little bit different reason from the others as to why this is not a proposition. This is not a proposition because X is a variable symbol. It is not defined. So as a result, we cannot evaluate the truth of the statement for this reason. This sentence is false. Now this is an example of a contradiction. The sentence itself, if it was true, it would mean that the statement that the sentence is false is true, which means that the statement is false. So it can't be both true and false at the same time is what's called a contradiction. For that reason, this final item on the list is also not considered a proposition. So connectives. So these are the core logical connectives, and from these you can create the other major logical connectives. And the first one is not. So the negation of a proposition is simply the opposite. So if we say 2 plus 2 equals 22, as we saw in the last slide, the negation not 2 plus 2 equals 22, that is going to be true every time the first statement is false. Conjunction is simply and. Two propositions are conjuncted together, and they both have to be true for that entire statement to be true. So I am wearing a shirt and I am wearing a jacket. Disjunction. At least one of the statements needs to be true in order for the entire statement needing to be true. So I either have blonde hair or I have brown hair. The next are a set of connectives that can be derived from the ones we showed you on the previous slide. And the first one is very commonly seen as implication, and you often hear that as in terms of if, then. If the first statement is true, then the second statement must also be true. If you study this class, you will get a good grade, is an example of an implication. A biconditional is an implication that is going in both directions. So it can be thought of as an if and only if statement. So if and only if I drink water every couple of days, I will survive. I will avoid dehydration. That's an example of a biconditional. So here are some English language examples. So we have two propositions. 2 plus 2 equals 5, so clearly false. And the sun is hot. So for most definitions of hot, we would say that's true. So we can form the following propositions. It is not the case that 2 plus 2 is 5. So this is a negation. 2 plus 2 equals 5, and the sun is hot. That is a conjunction. Of course, since 2 plus 2 equals 5 is false, that whole statement is also false. 2 plus 2 equals 5, or the sun is hot. So if we define sun is hot as being true, then this whole statement is true regardless of what 2 plus 2 equals. If 2 plus 2 equals 5, then the sun is hot. Now, the truth of this is a bit more tricky because we might see this in everyday life and think, wow, that statement is false because 2 plus 2 does not equal 5. However, if 2 plus 2 equals 5 is false and the sun is hot is true, then the whole statement is true. Because if the premise of a implication is false, then really the rest of it doesn't matter very much. 2 plus 2 equals 5 if and only if the sun is hot, and this is an example of a biconditional. Now, while the statement above it is true, if 2 plus 2 equals 5, then the sun is hot, we also have to have the other direction being true for the biconditional to be true. And the other statement would be, if the sun is hot, then 2 plus 2 equals 5. So if the sun is hot is true, and 2 plus 2 equals 5, that if-then statement, that implication is false. So the entire biconditional at the bottom of the slide there is also false. So this wraps up our introductory lecture on propositional logic and the connectives. Stay tuned for more content.